Hey, it's Lisa from Homesteading and Hungry. Welcome to our channel. I am flying solo today. Charlie is not here with me, but I am going to be starting a pantry challenge. Three Rivers Homestead is doing a pantry challenge for the month of January and February, and so we're just jumping in February. And this is gonna be a little bit different than probably some other people's pantry challenges. We've got some unique situations in our family, mostly with me. There's two things that are unique. Number one is I have an anaphylactic allergy to sunflower. So I can't have any sunflower seeds, sun butter, sunflower oil, sunflower lecithin. This is really in a lot of processed foods. So I don't have a lot of foods in my pantry that are more than one or two ingredients. So I really have a robust pantry of just like one ingredient items like beans and lentils and different grains. And so I build a lot of our meals from that. And secondly, a Mediterranean way of eating. If you have checked out my blog, you know that I've got a blog post on both homestead meal planning and Mediterranean meal planning. And I even have a blog post on gluten-free meal planning, because before I found out I had my sunflower allergy, for about 7 years, I thought that I was allergic to wheat and oats, because every time I ate those things, my ears would go crazy. So if you eat something and your ears ever bother you, that could be a sensitivity or an allergy. So definitely pay attention, write those things down that bother your ears, because mine went from just bothering my ears a little bit into an anaphylactic response, which affected my breathing. So it's incredibly important for me to be able to eat foods with no sunflower. So I am going to just take you into my pantry. I don't have a pantry. What I have is I've got this really pretty glass case, and it's more of like a cupboard situation. And so I've got it very organized because I don't have a lot of space. So I'm going to show you what I have and explain to you what I use and how I'm gonna build the meals for this pantry challenge. So as I said, I don't have a ton of pantry products because I'm allergic to a lot of it. So that's what's in this pantry. I'm also gonna show you what I have in one of my drawers. So one of the things that I've come across just having an allergy is that you can feel a little bit isolated sometimes when people around you aren't used to it. So allergy moms, allergy families, I see you, I understand. It can definitely be a tough thing to navigate, but the lovely thing is that there's almost always a replacement. You can figure something out, you can find something. There's a Facebook group for other people who have sunflower allergy. It's actually a really rare allergy, so I think there's like maybe just a little over 1,000 people in the entire group. So if you are struggling with an allergy or your kids have an allergy, reach out, try to find someone. I would love to know in the comments if you struggle with an allergy, because maybe I can help you, hook you up with some resources that I know about. Also, if you have any questions about anything that I talked about in this video, I'm going to have links in the description box to my blog, and also a lot of the recipes that I'm gonna be doing in this pantry challenge, I have already written blog posts for, so those will be in the description box as well. So if you like this content, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you know when we have new stuff coming out. I'm definitely gonna have a lot more recipes and things like that coming out. And when we have the garden coming in, we are gonna be cooking fresh with everything that we are growing, and I cannot wait to be making those delicious fresh recipes. Okay, so as you can see, this is my pantry. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to kind of take you through and show you what I have and what I'll be building our meals for the pantry challenge. So here I've just got a lot of different kinds of pastas. These are vegetarian-based pastas. So I've got, or I should say vegetable-based pastas. So I've got some black soybean spaghetti, edamame spaghetti, red lentil penne. This is my favorite gluten-free pasta. It's a gluten-free lasagna. And then I've got a green lentil pasta. This is hearts of palm. So as you can see, this is my pasta and quinoa shelf. Here I've got whole grain pasta. I've got some brown jasmine rice. This is all, and I actually do want to pull this out and show you. This is all quinoa that I get from Thrive Market. What I really like about this quinoa mix in particular is if you can see the ingredients here, the only thing in it is water and organic quinoa. There's no salt, there's no extra ingredients, so it's very, very clean. I really, really like that. And then I've got some soba noodles here. And then down here, again, because I follow a Mediterranean way of eating, I have a ton of grains because whole grains are a very big part of the Mediterranean way of eating. I've got my oats here. I eat oatmeal all the time, not just for breakfast. A lot of the time I will even, if I want a snack, I'll do oats with some peanut butter and a little bit of dark chocolate and make almost like a cookie oatmeal. So good. So those are my oats. I've got pinto beans back there. I need more quinoa, but I've got my quinoa here. I've got lentils. And then continuing on with the grains, I told you I have a lot of grains. I've got wild rice here. I've got my steel cut oats here. I've got farro. If you've never tried farro, it's absolutely delicious. It's just a really good whole grain. It's got a nice nutty flavor. I love farro. And then down here, I've got some barley. So lots and lots of whole grains. And then I've got here, so this is a perfect example of something that I saw this on another YouTube video, and they were eating sardines, and I got so excited because they're so good for you. Have I opened them yet? Nope, because I'm kind of scared of them. So if you have any good ideas of what I can do with these sardines, please pop them in the comments how you eat these, because I know they're good for me. I know I need to eat them. I just haven't done it yet. And then here I've just got a salsa mix. My husband Charlie actually went to a canning workshop and he learned how to can, and this is something that they had there. I'm really excited to learn how to can this season. I really want to do a lot with our garden, and last year we were able to grow a lot of pumpkin. You can see I've got canned pumpkin here. I love making pumpkin muffins, so I've got a lot of canned pumpkin. I've got some organic peanut butter. With the Mediterranean eating, there's a lot of olives, so because you want to eat those good fats, so I've got a lot of olives. And then here, this is another thing that I really eventually want to be making my own, is my own stocks and broths. We are gonna get started on some meat chickens, but for now, what I do is I get it from Aldi, and I do get the less sodium chicken broth. This is one of the only chicken broths that I can find that doesn't have any sunflower in it. So I do have that. And then Pacific beef broth, low sodium. This is what I use for beef broth. So this is the pasta sauce that I buy, the Reos pasta sauce. It's a super clean pasta sauce. And when I'm talking about super clean, what I mean is there's not a lot of sugar and other extra ingredients in it. Go seasoning back there. I used to be a wild tree wrap. And then down here, I was showing you, so that's the Reos, the pasta sauce that I buy. I do also have this can of mids right here, because if anyone from my family is watching this, I am telling you, this spaghetti sauce tastes just like Grandma Caroline's spaghetti sauce. It's crazy how much it tastes like it. There is quite a bit of sugar in it, so this is definitely something I would make just once in a while, but to anyone from my family that's watching, this really does taste like Grandma Caroline's sauce. It's crazy. All right, and then here I've got some Primal Kitchen buffalo sauce. This is made with cashew. I don't do super well with dairy, and so I do a lot of cashew-based sauces. And if you've seen my video for the creamer that Charlie and I make a homemade vanilla cashew coffee creamer. So cashew really makes sauces nice and creamy, sauces, soups, and even my coffee creamers. So I really like that. But this is something that is really, really good and that I have once in a while on wings. And then I've got some Primal Kitchen ketchup here. Again, I want to make my own ketchup this year. I'm going to grow so many tomatoes so I can make my own ketchup. And I've got a couple canned vegetables back there. But that is pretty much what is in my pantry. I've got a tiny kitchen here. So this is one of my drawers to just show you some of the other things that I use to put together our meals. I'm always making salads, and I love putting different kinds of nuts and seeds in salads. A big favorite of mine, and I put this in my oatmeal all the time too, is pumpkin seeds. Absolutely love these. And then I've got pecans, I've got almonds. I get these nuts at Costco. This is the raw cashew nuts. Again, if you saw my cashew creamer video, then this, you know, this is what I use. So this is what I use to make those. And then because I don't use sugar, more almonds. Because I don't use sugar, I do a lot of flavoring things with dates and figs, and so here are the dates. These are the dates that we use for our coffee creamer. Matcha powder to make like matcha lattes. More figs. My husband really loves snacking on these figs, so this is kind of like his go-to sweet thing. And then I've got cacao powder. If you don't know what cacao powder is it is just the raw form of cocoa powder. It's got lots of antioxidants in it. So like if I want to make myself hot chocolate, then I will use cashew milk and cacao powder and a little bit of maple syrup. It's absolutely delicious, and that's how I have hot chocolate instead of like using those little packets with all the sugar in them. Got some hemp hearts. This is really good to just throw on top of whatever, a salad, oatmeal. I told you I like my pumpkin seeds, so I've always got lots of pumpkin seeds. These are Brazil nuts. And then this is just more nuts. These are some dried cantaloupe. Pistachio. When we make pizza, when we make homemade pizza, or non-bread pizza is another thing that we really like to make. We make this really great pistachio pesto. Oh my gosh, it's so good. We do a pistachio pesto, and then we do like a mascarpone cheese on top of it. It is amazing. And then I've got chia seeds here to make chia pudding. I've got some flax seeds. And then just some grain-free crackers. Got some protein powder. So those are all kind of the staples that we use to build our meals and snacks. Here is my sourdough starter. And so I love my sourdough starter, and I've also got some discard in the refrigerator. And this is how I make tortillas and pancakes and naan bread. So now that I've gone through my pantry, I wrote down several of the meals that I'm going to be making with the ingredients in my pantry. So what I came up with was white chicken chili. This is my late sister Kristen's recipe, and it's absolutely delicious. So white chicken chili, venison spaghetti. We have a lot of venison because my husband is a hunter, so we're blessed to have a lot of venison in the freezer. Black bean burgers. I make homemade black bean burgers. They're really, really good. I love doing like alliteration dinners. So like Meatless Monday will be black bean burgers. Greek chicken bowls with farro. So I've always got chicken in my freezer that when chicken is on sale, I buy chicken and I put it with different combinations of spice blends and olive oil, and then I just marinate it and stick it in my fridge so I can pull it out whenever I want. I've got Italian chicken in there, I've got Cajun chicken in there, I've got Greek chicken in there. So then whatever recipe I'm making, whatever I want to make, I just pull out the flavor that I want to go with that recipe. Taco soup, Tuscan beef, that recipe's on my blog, it's absolutely delicious. And then tuna noodle casserole. So that's 7 meals that I'm gonna be making with the ingredients in my pantry. Pantry challenge started, they said that there's really no rules. You can kind of make up your own rules. Some people are not spending any money at all. Some people are doing it for 2 months. Some people are doing it for a week. I'm gonna do it for a week because I'm actually really excited to do it again next year, because next year I'm going to have a lot of my own things canned from my garden. So I'm really excited to have more of our own things canned and put up for next year that we grew in our own garden. So I am definitely going to be spending a little bit of money at the grocery store. Again, because of my allergy and because I eat the Mediterranean way. The Mediterranean way of eating, you eat a lot of fresh fruit, you eat a lot of fresh vegetables, so I am going to be buying some fresh fruit and some vegetables to go with our meals, because I'm gonna make a salad to go with almost every single meal. I've always gotta have avocados. There's gonna be no running out of avocados in this house, so definitely need avocados. I've also got sweet potatoes, I've got onions, I've got garlic, and I've got potatoes, which I will be incorporating in with these meals as well. And so, but I am excited to use what's in my pantry, and in the next video, I'm going to show you what I made. So thanks for tuning in and have a blessed day.